The article reflects the work of a work group of the Board of Governors Task Force on Physician Competency and Wellness, and we did a literature search that looked at a very extensive literature about cognitive function, surgeon competency, many studies, in many ways spearheaded by the American College of Surgeons over the last 2 decades. And, we're pleased that the statement from the American College of Surgeons aligns very well with the article. Just because you turn 65 or 70 doesn't mean your competency or cognitive function declines. The older you get, actually, the more the variation is. And so what we're proposing in this is not that a cognitive test would be the one and only standard, the be-all and end-all of approving that competency, that credentialing. It would be part of a mosaic of cognitive testing, clinical performance, peer review, etc., which would be different potentially at each institution. And what we're going to hopefully do is create guidelines and a framework for institutions to decide for themselves what that competency testing and approval should look like. And what we envision both in the statement and the paper is early career considerations of what am I going to do when I can't go to the operating room? How am I going to manage that in terms of my career? Am I going to look at being a mentor, an administrator, someone involved in training of younger students, something outside of medicine? One of the problems that we learned is surgeons often don't have outside interests, so they have nothing to turn to. So we feel that one size will not fit all. Ideally, there's a framework that is consistent across all of our institutions around the nation that will work with the needs and expectations of each medical staff. Retiring or stepping away from the operating room is not the end. It's simply a transition to another aspect of someone's career or life. And, I think too often we get caught because surgeons think the day I leave the operating room is the day my life as I know it is ended. And that's something that is both can be frightening and therefore something that may be resisted. And we want to change that. We want to change that next chapter into something that physicians and surgeons will welcome as a new opportunity.